Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I'm driving again and let you know what things have been happening around here and the exciting news that I have to share. Some of you know that I went and decided to become a truck driver and go for the course, and I have successfully accomplished that and graduated, and now I am officially a truck driver. So yay, I did it. I passed the road exam last week, and it's just been, I don't know, I'll tell you one thing. When the examiner said, okay, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to take this paperwork and this paperwork and bring it to the office, and that way you'll upgrade your license. And I didn't quite hear him properly. I'm like, so what you're saying is I passed? And he said, yeah, you passed. So I'm like, oh my goodness, can I shake your hand? He's like, sure. So I shook his hand, thanked him, and after he left the truck, I broke down crying. I was so nervous and uncertain about myself, my abilities and things like that. And I believe that I'm not the only one that feels that way when it comes to certain things in life. And me, I am definitely one that does not have confidence in myself. And until I start seeing the fruits of my labor, I'm not going to believe it, and it doesn't matter what I do. And so when I was told that I passed, I just broke down because it was it was a confirmation or validation, maybe, that you did it. You did it, Tammy. You did it. And I just started getting into praising the Lord and thank you for walking me through this and seeing me through. And I'm still unsure if this is where He wants me to be, but I believe I'm a follower of Christ, so I believe that if He doesn't want us to do something, He will let us know. He will put an obstacle in our way or something that'll make us, as long as we're attentive to the prompting. But yeah, I didn't feel or see or have any obstacles that came in my way or anything like that. I was pretty much the only obstacle. So I'm now on my way to actually pick up a few things. I haven't been to the grocery store in weeks, more like 2 months. If Joe picks up something after work, our dairy milk, when I'm not baking bread, he'll pick up a couple loaves just to hold them off until I get making more bread for them. So I haven't, so I need to go pick up a few things, and it's for I'm back on my diet. I'm not going to quit on myself. Just achieving this with getting my license and things has kind of given me a little spark under my butt, and I thought, you know what? I'm not going to shortchange myself anymore. I've done that for far too long. And for anybody who knows me, on the outside, they'll see somebody who is confident and things like that. But inside, I'm really insecure. And I know that's got a lot to do with my past and stuff like that. But you just kind of fall into a funk where you just feel like you can't do anything right, and you gotta kind of fish around to see where that's coming from. You gotta fish around to see what the root cause of things like that are, and who might be contributing to it. If there might, your surroundings. Check out your surroundings. Who are you hanging out with? Who is mostly in your circle? And are they edifying you? Are they lifting you up? Are they, encouraging you? Or are they kind of keeping you down and tearing you down? And some may not be, aware that they're doing it to you. And then there's some people that are out there that just, all they do is complain and moan and groan and you try to do something, or you try and give them encouragement, but they're stuck. So with me being a Christian and a follower of Christ, all I can do is pray for them, but to take the dose of my own medicine, that's where it gets tough, because again, it's harder to make a commitment to yourself than it is for others, because when you do it for others, you tend to feel like you need to be held more accountable, whereas when you're making a commitment on yourself, we tend to just not hold ourselves accountable as much, if not at all. Sometimes it depends on what we're trying to accomplish. So with me, with this weight loss, I've done it before. I've lost 75 pounds in the past, and I know I can do it again, because that is my proof that I did it before. So because I've got the proof, and knowing that I've been really looking at what I've allowed to seep into my life that's made me insecure, or made me unconfident, or anything like that, I have really, let me see, I'm just coming to a stop sign here. I've really started to go into keeping my eye on Christ and what he says about me, not what others say about me, or even what I say about me. So for me, with the diet thing, holding myself accountable is also a way of worshiping my God, because this is the body that he gave me, and he has instructed us to look after it. And if we abuse it and treat it unfairly, we can't expect it to treat us any better. So I'm going at it in that aspect, from that angle. I'm going for that angle, is that it's not going to treat me good if I'm not going to treat it good. And the other thing is, the newest, I guess it's probably not new to anybody else, but the new concept for me is, hold on here, I'm just going to make a turn. We got construction going on here. Where was I? So not to, okay, where was I? When it comes to treating our body better, we have to make the decision to control those things. Not to allow the body to control us, but we are to control the body. And biblically speaking, that is exactly what the battle is conquering the flesh and edifying and lifting up the spirit. And the only way you could do that is being incredibly keen and mindful of the things that we think about, the things that we do, the things that we say. So being more mindful about what you're doing. So if we're not keeping an eye on those things, keeping watch, keeping a guard, on our mouth, on our thoughts, we can really run into a mess. And another thing too is that I'm not one that necessarily suffers with like anxieties and things like that. One, because I refuse to go down that crooked road that tends to really steal everything about you. And if we continue to, or if I continue, I'm going to speak on myself here. If I decide to allow maybe a decision that I made on myself or whatever to dictate what my day is going to be like, then that means I'm allowing the outside world or my flesh to control me. Now, I want to be in control of that, and that is one thing that I can be in control of. I can't control how people respond to it, but I can control how I respond to things in life that is dealt to me. And I've carried this weight, off and on for years. And one thing was when I was getting in and out of the truck during training, I was huffing and puffing, getting in and out. And then when I had to bring the dollies down, the legs down on the trailer, like, I was huffing and puffing. So every time I got in that truck and going through the ritual of, bringing the chair forward and getting myself situated, get the seatbelt on and things like that, by the time I just did that, I was out of breath. And I thought, and I want to do this job? Like, I got to lose some weight. That's all there is to it. And this is for me, not for anybody else. It's not to be, looking all sexy and all that stuff. And let's be real, we do enjoy looking, decent and stuff like that. But for me, it's for my health, my joints, my back. Just those 12 weeks of training, my back was killing me. My lower back. And the weight sits on my hips and on my stomach. And it's painful. And some of you who may be overweight can probably relate to that. And so no matter what, I'm going to stick to this. I've done it for me before, and that's one of the things that I'm going to pick up is a few things from my diet. And I am not going to allow my body to control me. So I hope that inspired some of you who might be battling the same demon. But back to the truck driving. Well, for that, I'm not sure if I want to do long haul. I know I can't cross the border because I'm not vaccinated. So that's going to be an issue where I'm only going to be able to offer them Canadian wide. I want to live a nice, simple life where I am not, stuck to paying bills all the time. That's the dream, and I just pray that God blesses that. So I got to pick up some chicken feed, and I got to pick up a few of my diet items. And what else? I got to get some gas for my car. I just realized, just looked down. Got to get some gas, and pick up a few things for my dad. Yeah, so just my eyes are really opening up to possibilities. And yeah, I don't even know how to explain it, but I just feel like a shift is happening. Something's happening for the better. Yeah, I feel more confident. I feel more the sense of ability, like I'm able to do or make a difference, I guess, in Joe and I's life and the marriage and what I can contribute to it and things like that. There's just, yeah. But my ultimate goal is to get more land. I don't know if you guys saw a video I done last year where we went to it was a closed down rehab center, and that's where we had taken, we were able to, we were given, we didn't steal anything, but we were given the opportunity to tear down some buildings and things like that, to take any material that we wanted and stuff, and that's how we, you know, ended up being able to build our barn. If you didn't see any of those videos, go check them out. But that property really just melted my heart, and I wanted at that point to investigate what the city planned on doing about it, and then inquire price, you know, because it was the perfect opportunity or a perfect spot to farm. And that's exactly what they did at that rehab center. They used to grow their own food. They had fields, beautiful fields, hay fields, and yeah, and I just saw, I pictured even my horses. Some of you know that I've got a passion for horses, and I pictured the horse running through the field. It was beautiful. Well, that is my ultimate end goal, is to achieve something like that. So that's what I'm going to be working on, for real. So I thought during my errands and stuff like that, I'd stop and get something to eat. Came to the restaurant Montana's to get a steak. So that's what I'm doing. Hey guys, welcome back. It's another day here at the homestead. Snowy day. Didn't expect that. But anyway, I just got my package. I was watching what's the name of the Simple Living in Alaska there with the Suzes. Anyway, and they promoted in one of their videos AG1, and I've seen a lot of the other homesteaders, YouTubers have been promoting this particular product, and I thought I'd give it a try. It's Athletic Greens, so I just got it today, and I thought I'd open it with you, open it together with you. So we have AG1 is daily nutrition made powerfully simple. Nice little booklet, probably telling me all about it. One thing that I guess sold me on it is that I really feel like I'm not getting the proper daily nutrients and my gut health. So that is the two main reasons why. It's funny that they're putting that here, but those are the two main reasons why I decided to give this a try. Ever since I got my gallbladder taken out, my stomach and anything that I eat, it doesn't matter what it is, I just seem to have a hard time digesting it and getting, indigestion and heartburn and everything else. And I suffered with heartburn a lot before, but I know that was just because I just ate way too many carbs. And when I was on my ideal protein plan before, I noticed a huge, significant drop in my getting heartburn and stuff like that. And in my last video I was mentioning that I used to take antacids all the time, and there wasn't a day that went by that I didn't take them. So when I was on my Ideal Protein weight loss plan, that all went away, and I knew that it had something to do with the fats and the carbs and everything that I was eating, but I still didn't feel like I was getting all the nutrients that my body needed. And so yeah, so although I'm still on the plan, I started back up on the plan, I still want to take this supplement to just kind of balance that out. We're going to try it together. Okay, so I moved the cover here. So this is what you get. Now it was American, so it was $100 American, or Canadian, I mean. It converted to Canadian. But this is what you do get. This container here is what you're going to put your powder into. Keep it fresh, probably. They're also going to offer you 5 daily convenient packs. You just take them with you, as well as the shake container. Get it out. So a nice shake container here. Looks like it's got some measurements, and as well as the little spoon. Oh, that's just not a little plastic spoon. That's almost like, that's metal. They're also going to offer you vitamins D3 plus K2. And this is supposed to be a 1-year supply. So that'll be interesting to see if it lasts me 1 year. It says 600 servings. So I'm assuming that you're taking that twice a day. But let's read and check it out, all this stuff out together. All right, so AG1 is comprehensive plus convenient daily nutrition with 75 vitamins, minerals, and whole food sourced ingredients made for just about everybody. So I hope the angle of that is okay for you guys while I do this. Anyway, daily support for energy and immune system, gut health and digestion, liver function. Now, that too was what sold me, is because when you don't have a gallbladder, now your liver doesn't have that bio that the gallbladder was help producing to break down all your proteins and things like that, so that your body can absorb all the nutrients. So if you can get something that's going to be more in a purified form and liquid form, I think by drinking those vitamins and minerals and enzymes and all that stuff that's going to help with your gut health, I think it's going to be less evasive or less hard on your liver, right? Because your liver's working harder to try and break up all these nutrients so that it can go to all the different organs that we have, right? So anyway, there's a little medical school there for you. Anyway, hormone function. Well, I'm at 51, and my hormones, I know, are changing. And I kind of want something more natural too to help with that. Now, I'm not quite sure if it's going to balance anything out there, but I'm sure it'll give me some type of hormonal health. Brain and neural function. I don't know about you, but for the last few years, I've had a lot of brain fog and just no energy, fatigued, very fatigued. And they mentioned that about this product too, is that it's going to help with the energy levels. And I did start taking something that I used to take years ago before I had kids, was Cyber Tiger Ginseng. And ginkgo biloba, I think that's how you say it. I can't even talk. Anyway, so that one is a memory support. With having the brain fog, I've noticed that my memory hasn't been the greatest, and like I said, I used to take these 2 supplements all the time. Not this particular brand, but I've been liking this brand because this isn't upsetting my stomach. Some vitamins and certain things that I take can really upset my stomach. And so these ones have not been upsetting my stomach. So Organico, I think it's called. Organica. So it's a more natural solution to this. And then, so this ginseng, it improves your physical and mental performance. So just try to help. And I'm trying to do anything I can with getting rid of the brain fog and the fatigue. It's just, so I've been taking that. Also, I started taking a keto enzyme for fat digestive enzyme because of the protein that you eat on the diet. Now, it's regular, 8 ounces of protein a day, so I'm not having excessive amounts of protein. But I know that when I'm not, I can tell when my stomach is having a hard time breaking down the food, put it that way. So I started taking this natural supplement, and that has been helping a lot. It reduces gas and bloating, and I don't know about you, but that tends to happen when I eat more proteins, and also when I'm eating more vegetables, obviously. But that bloating feeling, painful, I hate it. Anyway, relieves digestive stress, so that's what I mean. Like, I can tell when my stomach is in stress trying to break down the foods that I just ate, especially vegetables. Cauliflower and broccoli, celery, cabbage. Those are all good for your system, for your health and your gut, but my stomach has a hard time breaking it down. So I get digestive issues, so I started taking that. So hopefully taking this too is going to really make a difference as well. Diet friendly. So this says it's vegetarian, vegan, paleo, keto, and low carb friendly. Absolutely no GMOs, no gluten, no dairy, no corn, no egg or peanuts, no lactose, no sucrose, no animal byproducts, no herbicides or pesticides, no artificial colors, flavors, preservatives, or sweeteners. Yay, I love that. So directions were to put one scoop every day in 8 to 12 ounces of cold water to optimize nutrient absorption. Drink before breakfast or on an empty stomach. Is that or? No. Drink before breakfast on an empty stomach or as recommended by your healthcare professional. Okay, but the amount of nutrients in this is unbelievable. I went on their website as well and just really investigated the ingredients. Okay, so let's check out the other stuff here. Okay, so the container. That's good. So I'll make sure I put that in there so I've got easy access for scooping that out. And these extra 5 times 12 gram individual packets. Okay. So the little packets like this. So that'll be nice and convenient when I'm in the truck. D3 plus K12. All right, so this says take 1 drop daily. Okay, so vegan, gluten-free, non-GMO. So 1 drop is 1,000 IU D3, 500 mcgs for MK4, and 50 mcgs for MK7. You know, I think somebody too that's got like an iron deficiency. I myself, when I was born anemic, but I always had low iron. And my mom used to give me iron supplements all the time. And as I got older, after I had Michael, my oldest son, after I had him, there was a point where my family doctor did blood work and said I wasn't anemic anymore. But I think the older I'm getting now, I think I'm back to that again. Okay, so here's the dropper. That's what you'll get. Okay, so let's see what this looks like together. It smells like pineapple and definitely all the greens. Definitely all the greens. It said it had vanilla extract as a flavor. We'll see. It's definitely products that have been freeze-dried, like crushed and freeze-dried and then crushed. You can tell that for sure. So you're getting a lot of fruits and vegetables in here as well. So you take one of these scoops. This is very light. Oh, I gotta get that. Oh, there's a scooper in here. Look at that. Hold on a second. You know what I was digging for? I thought it was the fresh packet. So, okay, it's got a scoop as well as the spoon. So I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Probably not. But I think I'll use the scooper instead. So, all right. Oh, there, I got a whiff of the vanilla there. All right. So I'm gonna fill that up with my filtered water. So 12 ounces of water to 1 scoop. Oh, it fits inside too. That's awesome. Okay, so I say put it in there, tighten up good, shake her up for the first time. There. How's that? Okay. Let's taste this. Now you can really smell the pineapple. Wow. Pineapple and vanilla, yeah. Okay, here we go. That's pretty good. What it is, it's like a subtle hint of vanilla and pineapple. It's just enough so that you don't feel like that you're drinking a bunch of juiced up vegetables and fruit. Look how dark that is. It is. It's very subtle. It's not strong at all. I like it. I definitely like it. So what I think I'm going to do too is when I do this, I'm going to put the drop inside. So again, I'm not endorsing this or getting paid for this or anything like that. But I thought I'd just show you what I'm doing, that's all. This is really, really good, and I plan to stick to this. So the noise that you have in the back, it's my dishwasher, sorry. But so I'm going to just tell you, give you another update as well. I went for my orientation yesterday, and with the company that I'm going to go with, and it's exciting. I'm really super happy with what they offer, how they support their employees, all around, just a great company. So I feel really blessed that the Lord orchestrated and adjusted and did things on my behalf. He worked for me, and He's put me within a good company. Now, on top of that, I'm going to have to now wait till next week for my coach, who's going to be bringing me on the job site, doing the actual job. He's going to be with me for 4 weeks, and that's going to be my internship. And then after that, I'll be on my own doing the job by myself. So that should be interesting. But we'll see what these next 4 weeks entail for me. I'm glad it's hands-on. So put it that way. I'm glad it's hands-on with somebody that is going to show me the ropes, and I'll feel a lot more confident when it comes time to be by myself. So I'm excited about that. A lot of my friends who know I also sell Mary Kay Cosmetics, and they're worried that I was going to quit. And I said, no, I'm not going to quit. I'm still doing my Mary Kay. Love my Mary Kay. I'll never give that up. Another company who I support, and I've been with the company for 20 years, and I wouldn't leave it. No, I wouldn't leave it. They're just a fabulous company. But the products, I stand by the products, things like that. So any of you people that are out there here in Canada, and my customers who have subscribed to this channel, just know, I'm letting you know that I'm not going anywhere. I will still be your beauty consultant. And if you don't have one in Canada, if you are a Canadian citizen, I can service you anywhere across Canada. So you get your products in the mail 2-3 days, and some people get it the next day. Depends on where you live. But anyway, so if you're looking for a beauty consultant or want a free sample pack that I offer women who have never gotten it, like who's never received it before, I create a nice sample pack for you based on your skin type, based on what you enjoy, your lifestyle, things like that, your budget. And I work with you that way, and then I send it off in the mail, and it's a nice little pink love package that you get to get a chance to try the product. So that's one great way that I love, that I can make up those packets. And if you live across Canada, like say in BC, I'm in New Brunswick, so across the other side of Canada, I can send you these samples to try before you buy. So I love that. Anyway, that is definitely a plug. I'll give you that. That's definitely a plug for me. So yeah, so that was my orientation. It was all day. I was there from 8 to 5, and we went over how to fill out the e-log books and how to my dangerous goods. I'm now certified to haul dangerous goods if I happen to have, certain things in the sea can, because I'm going to be actually hauling sea cans from a ship port to another port, and so that'll be all day every day. But anyway, so we learned all of that, and our safety regulations, we learned that, and just the whole employee expectation and the expectation that the employee can expect from the company, if that makes sense. So did that, and it was a great day. Long, but it was a great day. And I noticed by sitting there and listening to the instructor and everything, how quickly I was getting tired, fatigued. So, and I knew this package was coming today, and I couldn't wait for it. So I really wanted to give this an honest try, and I hope that it helps with that, those issues for sure, because honestly, it's been really concerning to me with my health, because I'm only, like I said, I'm only 51, and at 51 you shouldn't be feeling like you're played out. Also, I forgot to tell you too, is that I've been taking turmeric. Turmeric helps with joint pain and inflammation. And when I was, during my training, I was noticing just my hands and my knees. And I knew that the inflammation was there. They were really achy and arthritic-like pain is what it felt like. So, shifting the gear shift, pushing the clutch in for my knee. The one day that I was just practicing backing up most of the afternoon, you're going back and forth, well, each time you're pushing in that clutch. And I've got short legs, and so when I would back up, I would literally have to bring the seat forward even further so that my clutch could go all the way in, so I could push it all the way in. So anyway, so back and forth with my knee. By the time I was done that afternoon, oh my gosh, getting out of the truck, I almost fell out of the truck. Literally, if I didn't hang on to the bars that they want you to, and they train you to be a 3-point entry and 3-point exit, right? So 2 hands, 1 foot touching the ground, like going down or on the step. Now, if I was not hanging on to that, guaranteed I would have been flat on my butt. So that would not have been a good situation. But my leg got shaky, and it just felt like a spaghetti legs. That's what I called it. I've got spaghetti leg. It was that bad. So that really concerned me, and that's why I've been investigating on products and stuff like that, and hearing other YouTubers talk about that AG1. I thought, you know what, it doesn't hurt to give it a try. So that's what I did. Oh, I got some news. I'm going to bring you here. We got a chick. Hello. Hello, little one. You're so sweet. Look at that. Yeah. So we got a new chick. Now, unfortunately, when that one was born, that one hatched, we had another one that was on the verge of coming out. It was just like the beak was sticking out, and so I wasn't here, but Joe was. I'll let T go. Because that delivery person, she decided to lose it. Anyway, oh my gosh, we got lots of snow. So Joe was here, and he really wasn't keeping an eye too much on anything. He was just letting nature take its course, where I'm like, my eyes are watching the whole deal. Anyway, so I had come back later on and noticed that it hadn't, like, it should have been born within the hour, right? That's usually, when you see a chicken peck out, it's called peeping, and the nose, sorry, the beak, not the nose, the beak comes out, and usually within 2 hours that chick should be out. Well, it was a few more hours. It was more hours than that, more time than that. That didn't even make sense. I think I came home about 3 or 4 hours after that and checked on it and seen that there was no progress. And I said to Joe, have you not been watching this chick? And he said no. Now that one that you just saw was still inside the incubator, but drying out. So we were keeping that chick in there until it dried out more. Well, I opened up the incubator. I try not to do that, but I wanted to see what was going on. And I noticed that some of the fluid was coming out of the egg, and the chick wasn't moving. So I knew it drowned. It drowned. That little chick, the reason why I forgot to mention was that the little chick that was out already, of course, is walking around and moving the other eggs. Now what happens is, if they're not protected from moving, because okay, let me say this. When the chick is getting ready a day or two before it's going to come out, it equalizes itself, and then that egg doesn't usually move after that. And so once that has happened, then the chick knows, upward to peck at the wall of the shell, and then it'll just fall out once it cracks open. If it moves, if the egg moves, it could go into the liquid, or it can go into like where the air pocket is no longer accessible to the chick, and it can suffocate or drown. So fully grown chick unfortunately passed away. It didn't make it. Joe didn't realize that that can happen. So anyway, didn't want to blame him, but didn't want to blame him. So I told him, I said, next time you really got to keep an eye on that, and within the hour, maybe an hour and a half, that chick should be already coming out for sure. So I've got another batch of chicks that are in another incubator, which I'm not impressed with this incubator. We have been fighting the numbers. I've got another thermometer that's inside the incubator, and we're trying to just equalize those and get them matching somehow. And it's been a nightmare for kind of both of the incubators. But this new one, I spent a good deal of money on it, and I'm going to return it for sure. But I just don't want to mess up the incubating process of what we got going on here, because the next batch is supposed to be Monday, and today is Thursday. So Monday is the last day that I stop turning the eggs, and I should have chicks by 18, 19, 20. I should have chicks by next week. And then I'll put those chicks in with the newbie here, the new baby, and then I can clean this incubator up and return it. I've got turkey eggs also in there, so once the turkey eggs which is going to be the following Monday, I should have turkey chicks, on the 13th. Yeah, okay. I'm just looking at the calendar. But anyway, I should have them. So once those are all hatched, that's when I'll clean out the incubator, return this incubator, and not look back, because, oh my gosh, I'm so not impressed with it. And if you know of a good incubator, all you fellow YouTubers, please comment below. What have you been experiencing when it comes to incubators, and which one do you like the best? Because I am shopping again for an incubator. Oh my, getting more snow than I expected. Oh my goodness. So speaking of Mary Kay, I've got a few Mary Kay deliveries that I have to make. So before this storm gets any worse, I'm going to take a quick trip to deliver some product. And yeah, and we'll have to see you on another day. So I'm going to mix my whole week into one video here, so you're going to see a few different days within the week. Okay, so thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next segment.
sites, as they may change on short notice. Your carrier may also provide information to help you. Lisa's weight limit. Let's look at the overall.
It's clean out coop day. Joe, I guess, already did the yellow coop and the red coop while I was at church. Guys all got a clean house. And now we got to do the white coop. This is the one that's got the turkeys. Louie, Big Lou, and Goldie. So they'll be happy also to get a clean coop. So you don't think we got to take them out?
I don't think so.
I think it would be best.
Nah, I don't think so. We'll see how it works, because I did all that them and they didn't.
Where did you put their? Where did you put their compost?
It's over there. I'm going to be pulling it down the hill.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking if you get them out, at least they'd be out of your way. Because that's going to be, that's thick, that's deep bedding. You guys been cooped up all winter?
Yeah, be quiet.
Whew, stinky, stinky. Oh, look at you up there. I haven't seen you up there yet. Guys are gonna get a clean bed. Oh, I love that the sun is shining today. We've had some miserable weather the last few days. But this feels so good, nice and clear. Clear skies. Beautiful. Yeah, spring is here, but the last couple days, like I said, has been terrible with the weather. What are you guys doing? Well, you would think that they'd be like rushing out. What's the matter, girl? Our new turkey, she hasn't been too bad. Like, she's been pretty mellow and not not too spooky. But I notice a big difference with Wilma since having Betty here. It gives her a break from Fred. And yeah, I can definitely tell a difference. Hey, girl? Yeah, you can tell a difference. That's good. Yeah, how you doing, girl? Look at you, Fred. All flared right out. He hasn't stopped. He's been like that non-stop all winter. So the last couple days I've been doing some online training with the company that I'm going to be with. And I didn't realize that the modulars that I had to do were so, well, intense. So I'm under information overload right now. But I finished the last one yesterday. And I am glad because they did give me 60 days, I guess, to do these modulars. But I wanted to get them done and over with and cleared. And they didn't have to be waiting on me for anything. So I wanted to get them done. The training was things on, you know, the weight on like with each axle. Training on safety, being out there, being a, you know, what they call defensive driving. Predicting things that could potentially happen, you know, always looking all the time, all around. Watch for cars that just, you know, they get impatient with truck drivers and they go around. you, but then as soon as they're going to go around you, they cut right in, get back just to get back into the lane that they just left. And it's like, what was the purpose of that? So many drivers do that. I see it all the time, and I always think those poor truck drivers, man. Truck drivers put up with a lot of neglectful, inconsiderate drivers that are out there. So I'm going to put a plug in there for you to be more mindful about the truckers that you encounter. They are carrying a lot of weight in the back of those loads, and it doesn't take much for them to, well, it wouldn't take much for you to lose control, all because of a stupid move that you or I may have made. The load can shift on them inside, and which makes the trailer tip over, and all because you can't wait another 5 seconds or 10 seconds or even a minute. Something like that could happen, and then anything can happen. Death can happen within that. You don't know. Plus, truckers can't stop as fast as we can in our personal vehicles. For every 10 feet of that vehicle is a second that they need to stop and to slow down. And if you come right in front of them, and they have to slam on their brakes, which is something that is not taught necessarily. That's emergency. Obviously, that's emergency thing that you have to do, but so much more happens when a trucker has to slam on the brakes. And like I said, the load shifts. And the gravity, it pushes the trailer pushes the truck, and then the truck is pushed ahead. And yeah, I've seen some pretty serious things that they, like with videos that they show you, some things that happen because of just the center of gravity, and it's unbelievable the things that happen and how quickly it can happen. So just be more mindful out there for your truck drivers. Be thankful, be grateful for them, because the saying is, if you've got it in your house, or if you're living in a house, thank a trucker, because the trucker brought it. What was the one that you said? If you said one the other day.
If you bought it, a truck brought it.
If you bought it, a truck brought it. Yeah. That's the one. So be grateful. Be grateful, guys. And be mindful of those truckers out there. Dirty eggs this morning.